What's up, everybody? I got another ham radio related video here today, and it has to do with handy talkies or handhelds or HTs or portable handheld radios, whatever you want to call them. And got a couple here, and this is of course one of those cheap old Baofeng UV5Rs for $27, $30. Well, I can't remember what these cost, but they're really cheap, but they work good. And I use these for emergency. You can use them for. I got some of the local repeaters programmed into this one, as you can see. And but one of the biggest things you can do with these is I program this for the weather station, and if there's a weather emergency, I can get up-to-date stuff here and not have to depend on the television or anything else, and then I can communicate for help if need be. And one thing I always like to do with these HTs is to get a remoted microphone on it, because you can clip this, you can put this, if I'm driving in a car, I can put this in a console and I can clip this on a seatbelt across my chest, and this also serves as a speaker. But this is it's not on there, I think it's a Kenwood microphone, speaker mic. It's the Kenwood style dual prong, it goes in there, no problem. And always replace the cheap antennas with the Nagoya NA271. This is a dual band UHF VHF radio. I have a Yaesu FT70D right here that has about the same program as that. I use Chirp to program my radios. And here's a little Go kit I wanted to show off. It's this is one of those little, I guess it's like a first aid kit. Forgot to mention this in the video, so I'm just throwing this in at the end and I'll splice it in the right spot. I don't know the exact model of this. This is a Condor pouch, made by Condor, but I will look up what model it is and I'll put it in the description if anybody's interested in what that is. Alright, thanks again. These two pouches Velcro together and you can pull them apart. But I keep this, and I'll show y'all what I keep in it. I haven't rehearsed this video, so forgive me if I stumble through it. I don't even remember what I got in here, so we'll just dive right in. So in the front pouch, I've got a copy of my FCC license. I have I don't even know what the hell this document is. Oh, so this is a document here, which is good to have. This is the FCC band plan. This is the older one, I think. Yeah, there's a newer version out than this one, but still pretty much the same. And I think this is a frequency chart. This is, if you go online, and this is for fun. This is no lie, an SHTF frequency list. If you go to radiofrequency.files.wordpress, you'll get all this information. And hey, you never know when this stuff might come in handy, right? So let's get into the big part of the case here. So I like this because it folds down like a pouch, and it has these strings that make it like a desk. So right up front here I have a pen for writing information down. I have a Ride in the Rain notebook. I'm sorry, it's a field notes tablet for taking notes on whatever may be going on. It's always good to have something to write with. Right here I have the antenna, which is another Nagoya NA71 for this radio. And this is another Baofeng radio. Oh, turned it on. And this model is the BF F9 V2 Plus, and I got this on sale for some cheap amount too. But I've actually used this as a local radio club that were providing some communication support for the historic Marine Corps Half Marathon in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And they needed some volunteers, and I heard some guys on a local repeater contacted the club, and they put me in touch with a guy, and I actually went out and helped them out, and this radio worked great. Yep, that's a Kenwood hand mic right there. I'm not sure the model number, but it's a good mic for this radio. This supposedly puts out 8 watts. I really doubt it. It's got the extended battery pack on there. So I got my radio, my antenna, and back here I've got a red Sharpie for writing. I got some more documents that I don't remember what they are here. Let's see. I think this is the same thing we just looked at. No, actually I think this is the this is the UV5R menu. So if I have to do anything with the radio manually because I can't get on the internet, I have all the menu items right here, what they do. That's another handy feature to have with you. I also have, this is actually a J-pole antenna that rolls up, and I can't remember how long it is, but you just take the Velcro off. It's got an SMA connector for your for the Baofeng radio. It's got a zip tie on this end. I bought this on eBay, I think, years ago. I don't remember how much to pay for it, probably 20 some odd dollars. It does work. It works pretty good for what it is, and it definitely will get an antenna up in the air a lot better than a whip if needed to be. So I could just throw a rope in a tree or a string in a tree, hoist this up, still be able to connect this to the radio, and have a much better antenna than the whip that goes on top of the radio itself. This right here is the earbud and the push to talk. It also has an earbud and a microphone built in for the Baofeng. And I will tell you, I have tried this with the radio using the Vox function, and surprisingly the Vox function on this Baofeng with that earbud that comes with it actually works very well, to be honest with you. I mean, it really does. Let's see what's on the other side here. So on the other side of this bag pouch, I've got this right here, and what this does is, if I can figure out how to open it, press that. Alright, this is a AA battery tray for the Baofeng if needed to be. So if my battery died, at least I would have some kind of a way to power this. And this is the charging base and the charging cable, and I have the programming cable for the Baofeng right here. And as you can see, as for my last video, I don't have a label maker, so I have to resort to putting clear tape on top of a sticky pad, strip of paper, to remember what these things go to. And I believe that is all I have in this. But yep, nope, I lied. I got a couple of zip ties down in there, just because there was a need for them at some point, and I put them in this little pouch. But for a small little gold kit, you know, I have the charging base, I have a programming cable, I've got the radio itself, a hand mic for it, a additional power source through AA batteries. I keep the whip antenna with it in there. I have this other J-pole antenna, something to write with. I got a tablet to write on, the earbuds, my FCC license, documents that I might need to help me get some communications going, as well as a menu item list for the radio itself. So that's about it. But I keep it all in there. I take it out and charge it every once in a while, and in an emergency I just got to grab this bag, and I have a method of communications for my local area and repeaters. And I got the weather channel I can listen to on this, as well as FM radio if it really gets bad. So anyway, hope y'all enjoy this. If you got any questions on anything I laid out on the table here, let me know, and I will definitely answer you up later on.